I know that you just finished writing your article on the Olympics and how people can be training for the Olympics right there in their home every day.
Olympian.
It's a great article, and it will be coming out in September.
Rachel, our master control is one of our Olympian there.
He has some very. We do have to talk to Richard one moment because his really what you have created at the Adult and Geriatric Institute. He is a living example of what you've done.
Absolutely. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning.
So how are we doing so far?
I've lost track. Is it week 3 or week 4?
Week 3, buddy.
Oh, it feels like a lot longer.
It feels like 5 or 6. I spoke with Pam yesterday, and I told her how grateful we are for what she has done for you.
Yes,
well,
very
smoking,
much.
You have to tell them that people who just maybe...
Right. So Richard has been smoke-free now for 3 weeks, so I'm so happy. And he's a true example of an Olympian because you went to get your treatment the first time, and it did not work, right?
Did not work.
But you did go for the second shot.
I did.
And you did it.
And it's done.
Excellent. Congratulations.
And you know, you have in your article about setbacks. You know, in the article, it talks about there will be setbacks.
There will always be setback in life, and you have to confront the setback with a positive attitude.
The setbacks are a learning experience.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful.
All the setback become learning experience. Right?
Yep. Well, okay, so you went and you got your notes, and what is it today?
2 guests with us. We're going to talk about secrets.
Oh, 2 guests. Go ahead, tell about your 2 guests today.
My sweet daughter from Norway, Sarah. Sarah is here. She's an exchange student. She arrived last night. You can say good morning to Mommy and Daddy. They are listening, by the way, in Norway.
Good morning, Mama, Papa.
She's so beautiful. Oh, my God. When I met her at the airport, I have her picture because Mommy and Daddy sent me some pictures. So I'm looking at the picture and say, okay, brown jacket. Okay. So I'm trying to see how tall is she. Is she going to be like really, really tall or really? So I'm looking, and then I see her walking. I say, that's her. She look at me, and I look at her.
And you knew.
And then I give her a big hug, and I say, you're so beautiful, and you earned yourself such an ugly daddy now.
Oh, that's so bad. But no, you're very fortunate. I was telling Sarah, if she had to land in anybody's home, landing in the Mencia home with Dr. Rosemary and his beautiful daughters and Dr. Mencia, you couldn't have a better place. So you're gonna, this exchange, you'll never forget. It's changed your life.
I think she's thinking about it.
Yeah, no, she'll be fine. So now tell me.
I told her, Sarah, we had to get up by 5 o'clock in the morning. We had to leave the house, and then we're going to the office.
Oh, that's right, because she's on jet lag now, isn't she?
She's on jet lag, yeah.
She's right, you can sleep when you get to his office.
Dr.
Mencia works on Saturdays.
That's right. We are open on Saturdays as of 8 o'clock in the morning. And today we have last week we have the psychologist seeing patient. Today we have the nutritionist seeing patient on Saturday. So it's getting busier. Last week we also have the dentist.
That's right. You told me you had dentist working on Saturdays.
It's looking really good. Now it's not only me. Now other consultants are looking at what we are doing and seeing that this is really rewarding.
It is. And as Dr. Mencia said, there are a lot of times you can't get to you work, you can't get to the doctor during the week, and he's been so gracious. I mean, he's a very, busy man, but yet he said, I'm going to open on Saturdays. And let me tell you, I try to get him to even do something at 8:30. He says, no, I can't do anything. I have to go to the office. They start coming in there before 9. And that's great, and I'm glad that you're doing that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what is
we have one more guest, Chipper.
Oh, Chipper.
Hello, good morning.
It's funny how much Chipper loves you. When you left, we both held this wonderful little, it's a Chihuahua, it's a long-haired Chihuahua, and he shook. He was so scared, and we were petting him and kissing him. Oh, no, his daddy left, and he was shook. It was terrible, but now he's not shaking, I don't think. Let me see. No, he's not shaking now. No, he loves you.
Yeah,
okay, well, that's what, that's a good point. Human beings have that problem too, when they're scared, things happen. Their blood pressure goes up or they go down or something. You're the doctor. You talk about it.
Well, they say pets, they are very soothing, especially when, people are sick, people with cancer, people in nursing home. You bring pets to the retirement community, and it helps the person blood pressure to drop, the pulse to drop, they are more relaxed. And some people, they sleep with their pets because it's a
Don't all people
relaxing.
sleep with their pets?
No, all people. There are people that refuse to.
You
do that.
sleep with your pets.
Oh, forget it. If this guy is not in bed with me, it's like.
I know. In fact, when I had my little Snowy before she did pass away, about 8 months. I don't know how long it's been, but anyway, she was on my pillow, and my husband has said now, after she poor little thing died, and I was going to get another dog. He said, could you wait a while, because I really didn't get enough attention when you had the dog. The dog was always there in the bed.
So today's topic is going to be secrets of longevity.
Oh, I love that.
And
Secrets of Longevity. That should be the name of your book, actually.
I know.
I love that.
When I was preparing the topic, I said this is something that Anita is going to fall in love
me.
with.
I love this. What's the secret?
Well,
wait. One secret is to go to
come to the center.
Victoria's Secret and buy the right kind of lingerie. I'm sorry. We have to start off with a little sex.
Yeah, well, sex. Well,
your daughters aren't in town, so I can do that.
They are listening on the internet.
No, but seriously.
They wanted to hear Sarah's voice.
No, I know, but I have to tell you something. I'm making a joke of it.
I'm sorry.
I know that you're going to do a very serious talk on secrets of longevity, and I threw in a little bit about Victoria's Secret. But I know of an older adult, a couple. They went online to find each other. Mm-hmm. If you'd look at them, you'd never think that they would, that was going to happen.
That they would go online.
But let me tell you something. They are so happy. They're in their probably late 70s. They go everywhere. They even now, as much as they were sorry that their spouses passed away, they said they never had this much love before. I mean, they're going to live a long time.
And that's one of the secrets of longevity, is to do the thing that you love. Throughout life, we prevent ourselves from doing things that our heart is crying for because of myth and what's going to happen, what people going to say, my spouse died, should I be looking for, and it's more the companionship than anything else. Because if you see people that are living for, into their 80s and 90s, it's not the sexual part of being together. It's more the companionship, the holding hand together, hugging each other. That become part of keeping the fire of love going. So, having somebody that you can be comfortable, be happy with, that you can love, is one of the secrets to longevity. The other one is doing things that you love to do. And lots of time, because of work or because you're taking care of the kids or the grandkids, you never get to do those things that you love to do, that you want to do. We heard about the elderly lady that wanted to do parachute jumping. And she went up and she got on the plane and she came down and everything went fine. And she said, would I do it again? Not really, but this is something that I really, really, and those are the things that give her probably 5 or 10 more years of life. Doing those things. It's not doing dairy thing. It's not doing things that your body cannot accomplish. It's not acting 15. It's still acting mature, acting your age, but behave to your maximum capacity.
There are more
don't
movies.
Don't put yourself down.
It's interesting that you should be Secrets of Longevity. Dr. Mencia, when I first started in being a gerontologist, 25 years ago, I was very upset that there were no movies, there weren't a lot of books, there were nothing about talking after someone is 60 and 70, all the great things they can do. Exactly. A lot of movies have come out now. Have you noticed about the older adults enjoying themselves? Because you see a lot of the famous movie stars are now 60, and they still want to work, and they're living that life.
Yeah, it's the way society used to portray aging. Society will portray aging. That it was funny to see a couple in their 80s driving a convertible and going and having some fun. But at any age, whether you are 5 years old or 105, and you let the breeze hit your face when you're driving a car, it brings this exact same reward. So, society have moved away from putting down people because they are aging. So people are now learning to accept aging better. I have one of my patients that he came to see me because he said, Dr. Mencia, I think you need to help me because I'm depressed. So we started talking, and I said, maybe I can have the psychologist see you also. And he said, no, I don't want to see the psychologist. I just want to talk to you. So I asked him because psychology was my field before I became a doctor. So I say, have you ever been depressed before? He said, never in my life. I said, okay, so if you have to and he's married, he has kids. The kids, some of them are still home. And I said, well, if you had to pinpoint a reason why you are depressed, what would you say? He said, because of my age, I'm supposed to retire. And I say, oh, that's easy. You don't need medication for that. You don't even need a psychologist. What is your expectation of retirement? And he said, I'm going to be bored to death. I say, no. And one of the secrets of longevity is that retirement is a full-time job. When you retire, retirement is going to become a full-time job for you guys.
Love that.
And for us when we get there.
That's
look
beautiful.
At you. You are not retired. No, you're still working. It's a full-time job.
Are you kidding? Full-time. I have like 3 full-time jobs all in one.
And, when we are in mid-age, like now, my job is to go to work and see patients and take care of my baby Sarah here. And Almine and Talin and take care of my dog. So when we are at a younger age, we spend the time nourishing the younger generation. And, you have dreams of having a company. So I spend time trying to build up that company. So once you get into the age of retirement, and even before when the time allows you to, you have to explore that inner life within you. You have to go and say, let me now give myself time to continue to develop. Because there is a reason why God set up life the way it is. Right? God is a perfect, and He has created us, and the circle of our life is just beautiful. Because, you are born, you cannot feed yourself, you cannot clean yourself, you cannot do a thing by yourself, and you will die if somebody will not help you. You basically, it's like 100% you are dependent on your parents to take care of you. And as we age, you see that we grow and then we start developing our inner self as kids. And the parents also start developing more. I remember when my kids were little, how I used to handle conflict with them. But then you learn to say, well, they are growing up, they have their way, and the thing I would love to do, it have nothing to do with the thing maybe Sarah and Armine want to do. They are at a different age, they are living life differently. When you and I were growing up, we didn't have a cell phone. We didn't have computers.
Or when I was growing up, I didn't have television.
I remember when the IBM computer came out, it was a huge computer. I said, oh, my God, look at the computer now. You have it on your cell phone and your iPad. I remember my father, he was well off. So we have color TV in the house. And the neighbor who used to come over and peek through the window to see what a color TV was like. So we have evolved as a society. So society will evolve, and the family and the human race evolve as we grow, and it's a cycle. Then we get really, really old, and that's when the kids and the grandkids come in and then take care of the grandparents so that they can nourish the grandparents. So we have to explore the inner circle of life And we have to learn to do it with grace. Sometimes we think of ourselves too much and we forget about the people around us. But when we do think of ourselves too much and we do a lot for us, let's say 100% just for me and 0% for Anita, what's going to happen is never going to fulfill me. I'm always going to be depressed. I'm always going to feel like I have not accomplished anything because everything is just coming to me. But how reward we feel when we do something. I say, let me do this for Anita. Let me do this for my kids. Let me do this for the homeless person that are out there.
I like what you said. It's very important. Retirement is a full-time job,
Absolutely.
And that's what you're saying.
That's one of the leading key of longevity.
I love that. I've never really heard that. It's like they're saying that I'm going to be leaving my job because I'm retiring. No, retiring now is a new job.
Exactly. It's like Eric Erikson, who is a famous psychologist, and he developed the stages of development. And what you are doing when you stop working, and you have finished one phase of your life. Now you're going to go to the next phase of your life. So the retirement then become your new full-time job. It's your new challenge in life. As we face the new challenge, then we have the challenge of physical changes.
Oh boy, that's a big one.
And that doesn't start when you retire. The challenge of physical changes start even at a younger age. You see people in their 40s that will be so gung ho with the fact that their smile line is getting deeper, that they are losing their hearing, that the hip is giving way on them, that they cannot control the urine like they used to before. So sometimes, just the physical, the back start hurting, the knees start bothering them and giving them problem. Their teeth are falling off, and they need to now bring something called denture to work with them. So we have to face those physical changes with grace. This part of aging. And lots of time we hurt ourselves because we take our head and put it in the sand and say, if I don't look at the fact that my hearing is gone, nobody ever going to know. And if my smile line is getting too deep and I don't smile too much, then people won't know. and the true answer to that is that you need to just basically take care of yourself. And you can slow down that aging process. You can speed it up, or you can slow it down, or you can just let it be. There's 3 steps. You either neutral, like when you drive in a car, you can step on the gas, okay, or you can step on the brake and just slow it down.
I love it. You and your ways that you talk about things.
Let's drive the car of aging.
That's even better. Let's drive the car of aging.
Okay, let's drive the car of aging.
Very, very good.
Now, when I get up in the morning, I used to watch my father, my mother. They would get up. They would, take care of their skin. And when I get up in the morning, I go and I, cleanse my skin, and I put on my sunblocker. Not because I am a doctor, of course, I tell my patient, use sunblocker so you prevent cancer and so on. But I had a patient that just relocated here from France, and she became my patient, and we were talking. And she said, why do I have all this spot? I touch my skin anywhere. Or my sister grabbed me by the arm, and I bleed on the skin. And I say, well, it's called fragile skin syndrome. And she say, oh, fragile skin syndrome. Do you have any product here that I can buy for that? I say, well, I do, but the cheapest And the most honest answer I can give you is that just go and buy some cocoa butter and put cocoa butter on your skin because, the skin have been neglected. She stepped on the accelerator. Her skin have been neglected, and she's only 84. She's a young lady, very stoic, very nice, but she's concerned with the changes of the skin. And if we start at a young age taking care of the skin, moisturizing the skin, you're going to age and you will never look your chronological age. You're going to look younger than what you actually are.
I think everybody better run to the grocery store or run to the pharmacy and buy cocoa butter. We're going to have a run on cocoa butter now after this show. Let me give you a phone number.
954.
We have to go make an appointment with Dr. Mencia, 954-489-1345. That's 954-489-1345.
And we are open on Saturdays.
Yeah, open on Saturdays. He's rushing out. I can hardly get him back in his chair here. It's 1608 East Commercial Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. He has a great website with a lot of his radio shows on there. It's geriatrics.tv, geriatrics.tv. We have about 4 minutes left. I love this. Fragile skin syndrome.
Right.
Cocoa butter.
Because we have such a short time left, like always. When you are ready to retire, choose a healthy place to live. Sometimes we choose a place because of economical reason. We should look at places that are healthy, that you're going to be comfortable, that all of those things that you need to be active are there for you. And take responsibility for your future. So when you are driving that car of aging, if you step on the gas and it's a red light and you keep stepping on the gas and you don't stop, or there's a curve coming and you keep stepping on the gas, you're taking risk with your future. And guess what? You might crash before your time is up.
This car thing is very interesting. We've never done that before. The car thing is the way to describe this aging. This is fantastic.
That's what we're going to entitle the book.
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Here in South Florida, the guys, these guys that really want to keep going, they buy their little red convertibles and they're driving along. It's what you're talking about, though.
Absolutely.
They don't want to. They're making it.
When I'm in Germany, I see people. They get up in the morning. They have cars and they walk. They go here, they go there. They walk places. And we are too comfortable. I look at my car. I'm driving Rosemary's car now. And I look at it's so comfortable. You don't have to do anything. It's like being on a spaceship. Everything is there for you. Right. Where before we used to switch gear, step on the clutch, and do this. Now everything, we want to make life so comfortable. And as a society, we need to compensate for that comfort, which is beautiful. It's not that I don't like it. Thank you, Rosemary, for letting me use your car. I love the comfort, but we have to compensate because the secrets of aging, the slowing down, stepping on the brake, is maintaining your muscle mass, maintaining your strength, keeping up a metabolic rate, keep down your body fat. Now, when it comes to body fat, to give you some statistic, when a woman is 25 years old, she have about 25% of her body is body fat. Okay? When that woman hits 65, 43% is body fat. It's almost a 50% now that your body is composed of fat. And that fat, like we say in the show when we spoke about the heart, is around the organs. That's what's going to kill you. So you have to maintain your body fat. For a man, so we don't leave them out and then say we don't care about the men, we only care about the woman. 25-year-old man, 18% is body fat. When that man hits 65, 38%, almost 40% is body fat. Amazing. So we have to work on that. It's very easy to accumulate unnecessary body fat.
Dr. Mencia, we are at that period, but I'll tell you what.
954-489-1345.
Right.
We're open on
okay,
Sunday.
I'm going to So
And we're going to exercise.
No, wait. 954-489-1345. And I think what we ought to do, this probably should be it should be October's article, but we maybe want to continue this next week. This is very hot. This is very important.
This is the topic of the year.
It is the topic because what the way you've said this about you've gotten me thinking, yes, I have a lot more body fat. I can't believe it, but I see it. And now then you have to tell us how to get rid of it. So we'll do that next time.